All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Rouse the World live stream, art stream this morning. Good morning, Cherish. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, Cherish. Thank you so much for being an awesome moderator, putting all the information up there. We'll see who's gonna come party with us today. Who's gonna come draw with us? I'm so glad to have you guys here with me. We're gonna be doing, what I do every day. I'm gonna tackle some things that I don't know what the heck I'm doing, and I'm gonna learn how to do it better. Right? That's what we do here, right? We're not. I'm not gonna come here and talk to you like I don't know. Sometimes you get the instructor that comes and they want to show you how awesome they are. Right? I'm going to show you how not awesome I am. Certain things I'm just learning, some things I'm already seasoned at. But either way, I'm going to share those things with you. So I just wanted to say good morning, and then we'll go ahead, guys, and we'll get started. Give me just a sec here to see what we got going on here. All right, there we go. Just want to make sure everything's good. All right, so what are we going to warm up with today? Well, you can see here, I was messing around with some bodies. All right, I was messing around with some bodies. You got to get up and be somebody. So we're going to start this morning. What did I say? Bodies and hands. So we're going to do some anatomy stuff. And then we'll go into hands, and then of course we'll do some faces. So I think I'm going to start with I've been liking these little bean shaped. What's this right here? Proco, how to draw a robo bean. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, that's something we can do. So we're just going to start with learning how to draw some different types of bodies. Here they're using cylinders and different little circles and stuff. So that's something we can warm up with. It's always important to warm up. Oh, hey, happy birthday, Cherish. It's your birthday today? I didn't even know. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to draw you. We're gonna have to draw something for your birthday today. What are we drawing for your birthday, Cherish? You get a special request today. Who would you like to see me practice with today? All right. Yes. Who would you like to see me practice with? That's pretty awesome right there. I like that. Drawing these little shapes right here. It's always something so fulfilling about drawing shapes. Right? You know what? Let me see. Do I need to move this down some? Let me see if I can move it there. Let's see. Well, just let me know. We got time. That's awesome. So now that you're 21, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I remember on my 21st birthday, I went out and I'm going to tell you what I did when I was 21. I remember when I first turned 21, I went out and I bought my first shot of alcohol. That was the worst decision in my life, but I just thought, well, since I could do it, now I'm 21, and I came in there like this. I stuck my chest out. I'll take 2 of those. Hey, I know you left off the ER on that word. You must have been older, right? You can see here. Hold on a second. What's going on here? Hold on a minute. I'm trying to remember how this thing go. Okay, is it this way? No, it's not that way. Wait, hold on. All right, there we go. I know. I try to remember how it goes, because if I can hear my voice real good, right? All right, let me see here. Can you guys see my paper pretty good? It looks like my strokes look pretty light there, but I guess if I would just go a little bit darker on my pencil lines here. So this is something that Proco put up there. I heard of these guys before. What? And this is pretty cool because you can use these to do, you know, different aspects of the body, right? Interesting. Okay, and then we can, I don't know, do something like this maybe. Ah, let me see. I'm trying to see how I could use how I could, you know. That's too short there. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, interesting. I see this one is not as big as that one. Maybe that might be why my this one's more like a longer shape, and then this one's more like a round shape, right? So it's like when you this will be like the back of the body, and then I guess this will be like the front, and then your leg will kind of come off of that shape. Okay, and then you got your arms here, and maybe a head right there. Okay. And you got like a little arm here. Maybe some people don't have shoulders like that. I don't know. How's that look right there? I don't know. Let me see. Let's try it again. Let's just draw some bodies, man. This one looks like a basketball. Yeah, yeah. It's like we got our egg shape here. And then maybe because this needs to be bigger, a bigger circle, maybe. I don't know. Let me see. Maybe if I do it like this. So I got the bottom of the body. Didn't something I sometimes struggle with is getting the. I like bodies personally where you don't really have to do it like this. You just think of it like a whole thing. You know what I mean? Like this. So this is like the whole torso. You know what I mean? For the female shape, I remember, what did I come up with the other day? I think I was inside of where's my little sketchbook at? Let me see here. I think it was like a muscle shirt or something like that. Let me see. It was legs, heads. Where is it at? Okay, here it is. Okay, those are different ways I tried it. These are little heads. Hold on. Let me see. These are. You see, I'm always trying to come up with a different way to be able to see things. Now, these right here are like little guys that I just kind of, made up. But I'm trying to remember this one shape I came up with that really helped me with the upper body. It was these are hands. This is a body. Yeah, this is a body. It's got to be back here somewhere. Hold on. I'm sorry my notes don't look organized. As organized as they ever would be, right? So these are some different bodies that I practiced that are. This I learned when I was messing with old Rock Don. This is a half body, like those drawings I was doing. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it. You can see when I first started, that was horrible. And then my son got a hold of my book the other day, and he started drawing stuff all over the place. Where is it? Okay. I think it was it a, wait a minute. Y'all give me a sec. I know it's here somewhere. Okay. I think it was a muscle. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a muscle shirt. It was like a. Wait, let me turn it upside down here. Okay. Well, either way. Ah, here it is. Okay, yeah. So when I'm thinking oh yeah, this is what I do, Cherish. This is what I do. I try to do something, right? I'm like, you ever seen that cartoon? But back in the day, his name was Dick Dastardly. Him and Muttley. Muttley, do something, right? And Muttley will be sitting back there laughing. Kind of reminds me of that little dog reminds me of my son. As soon as I tell him to do something, he do something destructive. Every time, every time Dick Dastardly would tell him something, he'll shoot the plane. He'll shoot the wings of the plane off or something because they were both pilots. And apparently, Muttley was his co-pilot, and yeah. Hold on, I'm just sharpening my pencil here, guys. Okay. All right. So let's get back into it here. Okay. So, you know what? I might as well just go ahead and do it inside of my sketchbook, right? This way it'll all be in one place. So we'll just get a new sheet of paper here out. We'll use this when we're doing the caricature. And these are just some bodies that I did. Let me put those over here. Okay. All right, here we go. So, we did the shapes right there, and the shapes those are good. These are just again ways that you can look at the body and be able to see how it contours and does things. You know what I mean? Because no matter what, everything is just some form of a basic shape. You know what I mean? And if you can get that concept down, right? See, then you can learn to draw really awesome cartoons. I think maybe too. Oh, you know what? Bam. So if I do like this, let me see. What if I go? Whoops, wait, let me see here. This would be like a little head here. A head is like that's a big head right there. Ah, there we go. See, that's a head right there. See, now we're learning how to we'll learn how to draw a little head on our shoulders. Right? So that's like a little head, right? And then little trick I saw here where you can give your caricature shoulders. But if somebody doesn't have no shoulders, maybe sometimes you'll already. Oh, that's the shape I was looking for right there. It looks like a little tank top. So you can put that on there, so you can put arms on your picture. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it helps you to understand. Yeah, there is no magic pill to this. Yeah, it's no one size fits all, right? It's all about practicing, and then also I'm gonna tell you it's really a lot about relatability to your teacher. You know, whoever you are, you decide you want to learn from. It's really a lot about that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let me see. That might be a little bit too small though. We're gonna look up something on that too. Um, sometimes I'll mess up. But when I draw bodies like this, sometimes my legs and stuff come out kind of weird. You know what I mean? So like I could do it like this, but I seen this other way that this other guy does. He just says, a good way to practice it, your legs down. Is let's go ahead and let's look at some cartoon bodies. Let's go back here and go all the way to the whole body. Let me see. This looks interesting. What is this? Cartoon bodies explained. Okay. So it says, what is this? Beautiful drawing designs.net. Drawing flowers. No, this is not a. Yeah. I think we could just use this picture right here. Okay. Now on this picture right here, they use just circles on the top. It's kind of like they use this little shape here, and then they use a little neck shape, and then they use this shape here, and they use like a little heart shape here, and then they drop off of the heart shape and come down and draw like little extremities here. All right, and then draw like little feet like that. Oh, okay. And they put like little. That's interesting. Okay. So I like the way they did that. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the first one I did. Can you show me how you said you'd like to do it in one piece? Oh, the one piece, yeah. So the one piece idea is pretty much like, I think I like to do it where you just draw the whole body. Like, for instance, if I'm drawing a muscle guy, right? I think of this as one whole piece where, let's just say this is the head of my guy, right? Whoever, right? And then I just add, kind of just add legs to the piece. You know what I mean? So it's not as complex. It's not as complex as learning, doing the whole anatomy thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're doing caricature, you're not like sitting in a class thinking of all of these, muscles and muscle groups and all this stuff. Because sometimes it gets discouraging to draw. Like if a female she's gonna have like shoulders that are not as wide, and then she's gonna have wider hips. So kind of like she's wearing a dress, right? Already, you just picture the dress there, and then you add a little head to it, and then you can add your little legs, and so she can be doing anything when you do it. When you do it like this, gotta keep it skinny, right? So you got your skinny shape, and then you see how everything looks more, right? It looks easier for you to do than trying to think of the body like this, because this is something that you're really not gonna. I mean, it's good to understand, but you're not gonna see Disney like I looked at some of the Disney artists that be doing some of the drawings or whatever, and they don't think the same way as they know some anatomy, but they don't think particularly in that way. So let me see here. We got so we could do a couple of them. Let's say we could let's look up some. Hold up. I think we'll find some ones that are simpler. Let's look up. All right, wait a minute. If you want to care a little more curly. So what I recommend you do too, how I like to learn is I like to draw things a part of the body repetitively a bunch of times and until I get that part right and then add on to that part of the body. You know what I mean? So I know I draw kind of big here, but we're just you're just messing around right now. You know, we see something that we like, we'll try it and see if our we can incorporate that in, and if not, then that's okay too. All right. Okay. So this is like this, like that. I'm trying to see the way he does it. Okay. This tells us where the center line is, and then how this comes off of the body here. So it's curve, 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 straight line, straight line. I don't like the way that looks. Let me see. So I would like to have this here, curve, this, and then curve like that. Then you have this, that, this, and then that. Ah, yes. And then also, be careful about proportion. Just put a note there. Noticing that these two parts of the arm are like the same length. It's like it, but sometimes when we draw, it's easy to lose focus of that, and so we don't. It's like your leg. Your leg has they tend to be. Let me see here. You got two circles. Looks like he put two circles here. That's interesting. And then he went with a shape here, and then he went to the knee shape here, and then he drew the I think this is called the femur or whatever, and then he went into a shape where it's kind of rounded to the outside, and the toes kind of pair off a little bit. So then this connects to that, and then out, and then down, and then this connects to the inside of that knee joint, out and down. This connects to the here, and this drops down a little bit lower. And then this goes here and drops down a little bit lower. Okay. Now I think this rib cage is a little bit too big. So that's something that I can improve on. So I want to make this small in relation to these circles here. So again, it's just really it's kind of about what works for you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it is what works for you, not what works for me, right? You know, I can show you a technique or whatever, and then you don't feel like you get that. So I remember. So with this body positioning here, I got to remember to make. Let me just where I saw my weakness at. Make the rib cage smaller than the hips. Harry. Yeah, so huh? Can you show me how you say okay, I like this method. I got this book, it's called Human Anatomy Made Amazingly by Christopher Hart. It's really good. I have to check that out. Christopher Hart. Let me write that down. I'm always game and learn from anybody. You know what I mean? I like to learn and see if they can, but I tend to gravitate toward teachers that teach like me. So it's like oh, this is cool too. Look. So look, this is a head, and then the center of your head, then your shoulder, and then you got you see how this is a whole body concept here. See, I like that. Now, I'm noticing also that the rib cage on this one again is going to be longer. So the rib cage is also longer, should be longer than the lower part of your, so from here down, this should be longer up here. So a lot of times I have a tendency not to get that proportion right. So that's something that I'm definitely going to work on, okay? Now, here I'm noticing that he lines up all of his shape. So this is like that, and then this comes down here longer, and then he puts his little foot there. Okay. So now notice with this technique, he kind of lined up the circles. If you look at them, you look at the joints of the hand, of the body, then you can see how it kind of lines up. And then right here, you can make, if you have a problem, you can make your leg around that shape, right? Just like that. And then you come down here. So I'm saying here, I want to notice here how these connect. So this outside knee connects to that. And I see how he used that actually in his drawing. Not all the way, but kind of. Right? So this is like the body if it was filled in, right? Put some shoes on it. And then we'll come over here. And remember, same size little stick, right? And then you got your little hands right there. So yeah. Okay. So I like that one. So we could take that concept and run with it too. So I like this one again. If you look here, he did this he kind of lined up the joints here in a specific order, so it made it easy for me to follow what he was doing. So if we do that, we know that the spaces in between them should be pretty equal, right? So let's try that again. Let's see if we can do it side by side, right? All right. So we'll go here again. We'll draw our head, this, and let's play with the size of this. Remember to make rib cage longer than the hips. Okay. And what we didn't do, we got to put these here, and then we got 1, and then we got 2, then we got 3 and 4, and same size. And if the legs come across like this, and then we got a shape like this, and maybe a shape here in the back. Then we can see how our legs come across here like that, and it comes around that, and then we got 1, 2. Oh boy, I want to say good morning to my yeah. Let me see here. All right, hold on a second. You want to say good morning, man? Hold on. Let me see. All right, so Evan, say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. He's always pulling on my. He's always pulling my thing here. Well, anyway, say good morning, Cherish. That's his way. That's how he says. This is the way he says good morning, guys. So it's my little buddy here. So this is Evan. He's getting big. He's 7 months. Mm-hmm. He's 7 months now, so he's getting up there. You know, eventually he gonna have to get him a job, right? Look how big this dude is, man. Say I'm gonna get me a job, and then yeah, there you go. Say hello. Say something in the mic. Say hi. Say hello. He's reaching for the microphone. All right, buddy. Oh my goodness. I just want to say good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I'm going to get back to my art lesson. Oh my God. This guy. Yeah, he's way too big, right? The doctors told us the other day, he was like, he's not missing any meals. He's in the, he's gonna be bigger than me, so I got to put the fear of the Lord in him right now, so that he don't beat me up when he gets older, right? You got to realize I'm look, by the time he's 20 years old, I'll be 70 years old. That's crazy. So by the time he's 20, yeah, I started late in life. All right, just sharpening my pencil here. All right, so let's try it again over here. So remember, let's just, you want to start with the simple body positionings. You know what I mean? You don't got to do nothing complicated. Just start with something real simple. Here we go. We're going to do our head again. And now, knowing what we know about this, what can we do now? Well, we can literally modify those shapes, so we can draw our circles out here and then come here and we'll say, okay, we want our hips to be here and then this, and then we can put the legs between there, right? And then we can come down here from the shoulder shape, and maybe we want to make this a bit rounder, right? And we want to shorten this shape here that sits on top of these two joints here. So you see, now we've made a different type of character, right? Someone with a, and then maybe the arms on this guy, maybe his arms are doing something else. But since we know that these are all the same size in between these joints, if we just put something here and something here, right? Well, we know that these are going to be the same thing. And then look, now all of a sudden here, we have another, quick little body position. You know what I mean? And from here, you can put all you can thicken them up. You can add, once you know more about anatomy, you'll be able to put more stuff in there, right? That you want. Right? So what we learned from here, remember this goes here, and then this comes out the bottom of that one and goes down. And then this one attaches to there, and then it goes out, and then it comes down. All right. So, and then we got our feet here. All right. So we're just trying something, different. I don't know if he had breakfast yet. He might have had his breakfast already. Here we go. So let's try this one over here again. So we got this small rib cage. Really like the way this one came out. And then I like the way he did this. And then he just basically used a triangle here, and he used two big circles here to represent the hips, right? And then he went inside of the hips, right? So somebody was kind of pigeon-toed. And then from here, he just connected these two shapes together. And then he used these circles here. And again, we have circles of kind of tell us where we're going, right? Like that, right? And then we come now. Once we do that, we know that there's a circle in the back of your body called your buttocks, right? You have two circles, two cushions back there, right? And let's see, this comes from behind that shape. So I'm learning right now. Hold on. I'm in learning mode. Okay, remember. Middle of the kneecap and down to the foot. And let me see. So this is the two top ones come from the top and the bottom. So this one goes more toward the bottom of the kneecap, this on the top. The inside one goes more to the bottom of the kneecap, the outside more to the top of the kneecap. And then the outside is more to the top of the kneecap, to the bottom. And the inside basically comes from the same point and drops down. Oh, wow, that's something serious right there. All right, and then here we're just filling in around it. So you literally can just draw you a shape around there, right? That looks cool, right? All right, let me see here. Let's do some more bodies here. Now, again, this is what we're studying, just using This is like where you use the joints, but also it's easier again when you do a caricature or some type of theme to know uh, to find a concept that works for you, where you can draw the body quickly and without a lot of. So I'm gonna actually save this picture here, and let me see what else they got in here. Let me see anything else we can use here. Sometimes they do things so complicated, like somebody that can't, that's learning. I look for the ones that's geared towards somebody learning versus let's see here. That's a torso. What's this here? Those are slightly caricatures. You're not getting triangle. Keep it simple. Let me see here. Let's see. That's pretty cool. So much stuff here on Pinterest. So let's stay with what let's stay with where we're at. Okay. So what were we doing? We were doing the one had the ball here, and let's see if we can just kind of play with this. Let's see if I got any kind of understanding from it. Let me see. I remember he did this here, and I remember the two circles here and here to represent thighs, and then behind that you really have these your butt muscles here. So this, I remember, this comes from in front. No, does this come from in front of that shape? Right, this comes from in front. Then if a little bit to the side, you'd have the butt muscle, and then you have your what do we have, our little shape here. And I said the inside goes to the top and then the outside to the bottom, so we remember that, top and bottom. And then you can just add legs to it, and then the outside goes from the top of the leg to the bottom of the leg, and this comes from virtually the same point but out and down. So this one goes from the top down, and this one comes from the same point out and down, and then it goes to your foot here. Okay. So let's see. Okay, and then we have the three circles here. I'm just playing with it to see what I can come up with. Okay, and then basically what you're doing is just kind of going around the whole thing. So this would be like the outside of it here. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Come around here. And the head, maybe we got some little hair right there. So we got the whole body like that, right? Let me see. Okay. Let's do it again. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, browser. Now, remember, we're just supposed to be using a triangle. use a triangle, turn it different ways, then we draw circles here and here. That might make it easier for me. Now, one thing is, I wonder, like so this might be from the bottom. So this, if I look at it like that, the kneecaps going kind of out, and then here goes your shoulders again, and then 1, 2. Let me see, 3, and yeah, okay, and then see here, I got to get in practice of thinking about that bottom of the knee, top of the knee, top of the knee. That might be a little bit to the side, so you're going to see a little bit more of the butt on this side when you draw that way. Okay, and then we have this shape here. So now, when we doing a caricature of it, we simply are going around the outside of that shape to form a body of some kind, right? Maybe they got a hat on or something. Right. Like that. Okay. And then femur. Okay. And then it goes from the same point down, and from this point to the top, down here. That looks retarded. Okay. Still learning that part. Yeah. This is what it takes, drawing hundreds of cartoons like this. I wonder if there's a shape maybe I could use that it might be more on, maybe if I do it like this and then come down and then here and then maybe from here down, but this is the shape that we're thinking of. All right, yeah, and then here. Now I saw this thing one time where they said if you think of the leg kind of like like this way, it makes it so much easier. When I'm just doing this, it makes it easy for me. I don't think as much when I do it this way, but something in me wants to. You see what I'm saying? You see how easy that is, and then you could change the angle of the leg to do different things when you think of it like this, right? But when you think of it like, when you start thinking of this too much anatomy, you start tripping with yourself. You know what I mean? Hey, you go. That's a good way you could do it. You could just do little balls like this, and see here, boom, boom. Got your leg, and you got your another leg over here, and then you got another leg here, and then maybe you're running, right? And you got another one here, and maybe this person is jumping up in the air like this, right? Okay, so if you remember that, that means that this middle one comes from the top down. Top down. You see, so this is how you and what you do is you want to put once you learn the top and the bottom, then you just kind of put them together. So let's go over here, right? And let's do some legs. So we'll go 1, 2, and another leg here. Let's say 1, 2. So here we got a leg here, and we're gonna got a leg back here, right? And we got this one. And let's say we make that leg in a different position. Maybe this one's big, that one's little, and then maybe he's coming like this, and maybe like this. So now, would it look like he's running? Maybe I see the bottom of the foot there, right? So that would be like the bottom of the foot, right? Can you tell? I don't know. Let me see. There we go. And then this would be that, right? And then we got another leg here, and maybe he is going to the side here. Maybe he's got his leg up like this, and then this one is coming down. So it's like he's standing on one leg, right? Right. And then maybe you got a table here, and you got a person's butt on the table, and maybe their legs are hanging off the table, right? Because the arm is right here, right? You see what I'm saying? So that way right there makes it a little bit easier, I think. Let me come down here a little bit more. I know you guys probably need to see closer. Okay. Okay, let me see here. So let's just look at some different leg positionings here, or body positionings with the legs, and see if we can't mimic what they're doing. So here we got some where it's kind of, oh my gosh, that's okay. Let's say that. Let's just see if we can do it. I don't care. Let's see how badly we can mess this up. Okay. So you can look at these two leg positionings here. How can we do that but in the way that we just did it? So this would be like the middle of the body. This will be the leg here, this, and then here. And then you can see the foot coming around here and up. And then this leg here coming up here and then down. And then this one kind of comes across. You see how that looks a little bit. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy. And then we just had to look at the relative position of everything on the circle. But that one came out. That one's not too bad, right? Okay, so this one here, you can see there's like a little stick or something here. And then again, here goes the butt, right? And then what are we doing here? We're making our leg come off of here into a knee joint, and then we're drawing the femur. That's what I look for here. And then from here, looks like he came down and like that. And then the other leg kind of comes over here a little bit. It's further out. And this one is going straight back. Ah, okay. But now how does that work? Do I go from the I can't tell, because his looks like kind of off too there. Okay, so it's going into the middle of the kneecap there. So that's why I can't really tell. So it goes to the middle of the kneecap, and then it comes around. This little bone, this is going to be like this. This is going to be the front of the leg, and this will be the back of the leg. Oh, okay. So let me see if I can do that again in a small version. 1, okay, simple. 2, okay, and then 3, down, 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 round, down, around, up, up, down, then over here, kneecap, leg goes into the bottom of it, comes around, back of the leg, back of the heel, and like that. So that would be like a simple way to, I think, to see that picture. So you got your hip muscle here. This is going into the top of that, and then this comes around the bottom of it. So that's how it would interact with it. So how it interacts is this is coming from the top and this is coming from the bottom to keep the roundness of the leg. You know what I'm saying? So when we draw it, just remember to use the whole circle is what it's telling us. And then when it goes to how it interacts with the next circle is to go into the middle of it, and then this front part comes off here like this, and then it goes into a foot, and then your calf muscle will be back here. So you literally, which muscle would you see? You would see the one in the front. So this is what you would actually see, I guess. And this one comes around and goes to the top of it. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Gaming with Jay and Corey? How are you today? We're just practicing on some legs and bodies today. So let's go. Let's again not lose track. We want to keep it simple. So when you're doing the object of caricature is not to be drawing these complicated ideas, but still you want to be able to convincingly draw whatever position it is that you're drawing without having to put all these details in there. You know what I mean? Okay. So something like that. So my thing is to learn how to draw quickly and efficiently with as least amount of effort as possible. Okay. So over, under, leg, around, and down to the okay. Try that again. Around, knee, over, under, down, leg. There you go. I'm just messing up a bunch of paper today. Okay, there's it. Okay. Over, thing, down, that looks. That doesn't look right. So what's going on here? This is a. Wait, so maybe I need to come. Maybe once I draw this, I don't need to draw the foot first. Okay. All right, let's think of it simply, browser. Okay. So I just want to keep it simple like that. Okay. I think what makes this so much so difficult for me is it's not when you drawing the leg, just understanding how it goes around this part right here. So it's almost like it comes off at the end, then forms the calf muscle. But then seeing this go through here like this, It makes it weird for me. So maybe if I go around here, you know what it is? I'm gonna have to put a little bit of the thigh. This is the, yep, a little bit of that. More of this. That. And that. Yeah, it's at a different, yeah, definitely at a different angle in space. So, you know, one way that'll help me, some things that I do when I'm and it's a position that I hate to draw. I'll go to my pad real quick, boom, just take a picture of that boy. Okay. And then we'll do something like this. Yeah. Okay. Take a picture real quick. And this is it right here. So we come over here and dissect it real quick. Let's see. This is the one I'm looking at right here. See, I want to see it. I want to see it in the. Oh, I know you guys probably can't see that, so. I want to see it in the simplest way possible. So this would be the leg here. Then this. Then this. And that. And this. So this. Okay. So I want to go here. Then got to slow down, put the joints there, and then it looks like here just to be honest, the shoe is the shoe is the thing that's giving me the blues. I hate these. I always have trouble drawing heels because I never practiced them really. But that just looks so tried. I don't like that. I want to do it where it doesn't look like I tried it, and I think that like I tried too hard. You know what I mean? There's too many lines here. I'm trying to simplify this, so give me a minute here, guys. I'm trying to simplify it in a way. You see how when it comes down here, how it does like it's like a. Can I do that like a straight line? Can I just cheat and make it a straight line? Because even his is. Nah, I still don't like it. I know y'all thinking, what is he tripping on? That's okay, but I'm telling you, it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay. All right, maybe because the kneecap here is more of a. If I think of it more of a like a triangle, maybe, and then do like this, so it's coming from underneath a cap. Ah, that could be something. So instead of thinking of it like that, maybe I could think of it in this position, like an actual cap. And then if I come out of the cap, that already helped me tremendously. All right. So yeah, there we go. So we got this, when we draw this, we don't think of it like the traditional. We do something like this. Right? You get what I'm saying? So we do like this. Anytime the leg looks like it's at an angle of some kind, we just draw almost like a oh, okay, I got it. And then when the leg is coming down, depending on which way it's going, it's gonna look like like here. Obviously, it is a circle there, but the knee is not shaped like the knee is. If it's a cap this way, can I just do like this and like that from this point? Or can I do it like, or let me see. No. What if I use something angled? Would that help me more? Yes, it would. So this definitely help. This helps me more. If I find a shape that looks more like, or even if I just did this and it goes into the aha, look at that. So how about that? Did you see that? Isn't that funny? We just learned something. Okay, so I get it. So if all right, now if I'm drawing it, let's say I'm drawing whatever, a leg or whatever, right? Well, it looks like it. Now when it's straight up and down, it's quite possible that it might look more like a triangle shape, right? And depending on which way your leg is pointing, the triangle shape might be bigger or smaller on one side, right? Well, anyway, we're looking at it from a bent shape. So bent means cap, and then from the cap, then we go from underneath that cap at the top of it out. So we go like this, and then we look we go in the cap and out of the cap. You know what I mean? So let's do that. So here's the butt. Here's our cap. Our knee is going inside of the kneecap. It's pointing at the middle of it, and then it's coming out the other side of the kneecap here. So we can see how it bends. Or we could just make it like a bowl. You know what I'm saying? Whichever way. It's going inside of that bowl shape. So it goes in here, and then it's got to come out. Oh man, look at that, how you can see the difference. You see that angle right there? So if you look at it now, it looks more, you get what I'm saying? See, that's the thigh, then this is the knee. So there you go, maybe a bowl. You sent something to me. Let me check it out. Let's see here. Also, guys, if you feel like you're benefiting from hanging out with me and drawing, man, tips are awesome, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, let me see what you sent, Cherish. Yeah. Ah, okay. Cherish, you're always doing stuff better than me. I like this one right here, how you did this one where it looks like it's running like this. I like that one right there. That's the one we're doing right now. I see how you did it. You're always keeping things simple. Stop doing that. That's awesome, Cherish. I like the way you put it together right there. Daddy's working right now, buddy. Daddy's working right now, okay?
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah.
So that means that hey, you know what that means? You gotta no. Mm-mm. Hey, okay. Thank you. Okay. Do, 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 do. I think that's a little bit thin right there. And sometimes you just gotta sketch it out, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not. Okay. Like that, maybe. I think that looks better. Okay. Even though, like I said, this would be far more realistic than something I'd want to draw on a cartoon, but it's nevertheless, I'm definitely going to have to work on my heel drawing, right? That's a whole nother lesson altogether in itself, right? Okay. All right. So, anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah, simple shapes. See this right here. Like I said, I still don't like it that way. I rather just go here and figure out a way that it works for me. So from here, I can draw my kneecap, and then I just kind of come down from the cap, and I go down, and then over here I can go in, and then I can go around. Okay, and if we're doing it simply, we're just going to go boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, like that. And each time, I'm gonna tell you, each time I draw this, I know I just trust in the process that my mind is seeing an easy way to think about it. So really, now that I'm looking at it, it almost looks like the tips of a marker that I'm drawing here, and then I'm drawing another tip of another marker here, and then I'm drawing you know what I'm saying? So for the top of the leg itself, you know what I mean? So we can see the shape kind of forming from here. You see what I'm saying? So hold up. I know I'm off of the page. Okay. So you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is these marker tips. So that'll be the butt area, and these marker tips that are doing like this, and then there's a piece extending from there to wherever your leg is going to go. So let's say this is one foot, that's the other foot. You see? So here we go. Boom, 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 boom. And then one foot, and then here, the other foot coming right here. You see how it makes it easier? So now even if I'm drawing it up this way, it's going here, and then it's going here, and then it's going to one foot, and then it's going to my other foot over here. So and then I can see my shape coming in. So see how much faster that I knew if I kept drawing it enough times that it was going to come out. All right, so there we go, guys. So that we learned that today. Let's look at it again. Okay, so we're going to go circle, marker tip, right? And then wherever our other leg is going to go, we can, from the side, we can look here. We can say this is a marker tip here, okay? Then you draw a line to your foot, and then you draw another line, and you got and then you have your other foot coming here, and then you can see this little line coming up here and whatever, okay? You see, and then you got your calf muscle coming like this out of there like that. You might make it a little bit longer, but I think marker tips are the key. Missiles, whatever you want to call it, right? And then again, from here, 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 all right? And then you got here and here, and then whichever, I think it would be from here and then down. All right, so you got like a jumping position. So that might be something that could work either way I do it too. You know what I'm saying? Here, 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 and then here and here. So this would be like the middle part of the body. Here, 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 right? So here we go. This kind of reminds me of how you start kind of a cheek, and then you do the chin, and then you go back and forward. It's the same concept. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So there we've discovered it, right? So when we're doing our body, now we know how to draw the legs. No matter which way they go, we just think of them like, and then if it gets closer to the camera, watch how this one gets closer. right? And then you can see that this is going to be where the foot's landing. And let's just say this foot's way back here like this, right? So now we can see where everything is kind of going. Then it's coming from the somewhere from the middle down, and then from here from the middle down, right? You know what I'm saying? So now you got your knee and your body is balancing here. So we just need to figure out now, okay, well, if this is the actual body and this is the circle, so how now is our rib cage, and how does this connect to a body shape? You know what I'm saying? So now we understand how to make a quick little theme. You see how more this is looking lot more organized. So at first it's going to be a lot of stuff, that a lot of this stuff going on, a lot of sketching stuff, and then obviously you want to keep doing it until you simplify it down to a way that you can easily understand. So here we got like this. Look at these markers, right? So if I got two balls right here and I got two markers, but check it out, I could go here and two pencil tips, then I can go down here, right? And then I can do like this. So now when I look at it, it looks like that looks like a butt, right? Because you got your right. So then you have a body coming off here. So right, like this, that, that, and that. Right? So those some pockets on the jeans, right? Okay, let me see. Yeah, that certainly makes everything a lot easier, even if you're bending down now. So this would be cut in half, and then you got your two pieces here. You can see your foot kind of coming out here. The person's sitting here. We can use the same concept. Right? And then we got this coming in here. Like that. So many positions you can use here. So now if we got a chair and we want to make our guy sit in the chair, well, now we put his leg here, missile, and we got a guy sitting on the chair. Right? Anyway. All right, man. So that was something. So we're done with that. Let's go ahead now. We're gonna go to because I said hands. So we're gonna go to some hands. I already got some hand positions that I've been practicing. So these are the ones that we're gonna work from. These are the ones I've already been kind of messing around with. Okay. So that's not gonna take near as long. Now, one thing about hands, and we've learned how to guys. We learned how to do the legs. We'll go to the upper body. Oh, should we? Do you guys want to go to the upper body now to be able to connect the two together, or would you rather go to hands? You let me know, right? Yeah, this one's pretty cool. It's like a fan, almost like a deck of cards. Palm of the hand, and then it comes around like a 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to connect the torso. Okay, cool. I got you, chairs. So we will connect torsos. Okay, so torso. All right, so let's look at the upper body here, or just look at the whole body. Let's look at cartoon bodies. We don't want to look at regular bodies because then it cartoon bodies. Okay, let's find some simple ones like okay. I think this looks pretty cool here. And then these look really interesting here. So we're gonna start with something simple. This will keep us from I think I already got this one, but I'm gonna save it again. Was it this one? Okay, so these are like different bodies, right? All right, and what I'm looking at now is how I like the gestural way that they do these bodies, right? So we'll start with drawing the top of the body. So let's figure out some body tops that we can use. So let's go ahead and a lot of artists use this bean idea. Okay, and if you look at the bean, okay, it already kind of has the circle in the shape of the body, right? So no matter how you want to gesture the body, right? Let's say we want a guy that's this guy right here looks like he's pretty humpbacked, and his head is like right here, right? Okay, so these are just a few little bodies we can think of, and then we'll go back to kind of what we were doing. We were taking the legs, right? And so we'll put some legs over here, right? And remember, we just whatever we want to do, we just think of it like that. So here, if we already have the bottom of the body, right? Well, then quite naturally, all we're doing then at this point is saying, okay, we have to look at the center line of the body where we want things to be going, right? But if this is it, then we'll go, we can do something like this, and then we'll look at it and say, okay, well, what do we want to do? Where do we want to put our body at? What leg position would make sense here? So you're just basically taking the legs and you're adding them to the shape itself. So this is just the top part, so we don't get it. We don't get it. And let's say just somebody with thinner legs, right? Okay. So that one looks kind of weird, right? Okay. You know, we could just use if we could just use a straight leg pattern. Now, if you're doing straight legs, you just have to, I guess, kind of remember the proportions that things are where things go. But then some people's legs don't fit in those proportions, so it's kind of got to be what you want to do. This is another person right here, so we're connecting again our torso. One, right, two, with a shape. One, 2, right? 3, right? So this will be like this part of the leg, right? Okay. Yeah, I remember the other day we were doing the pillows, right? If you want to do a pillow shape, you can do a pillow shape too, right? And then you can connect however you want to connect your shapes. You just connect it in the same concept. You know what I mean? See here? And then you got you have your waistline. Your waistline is generally going to be kind of where those two top parts meet at. Okay? Let me back that up for you. Okay? So all right. So let's say we drew this body here. Okay? When we draw our legs, okay, let's say we draw our legs here, and we go, we want our legs to be, we want them to do like this. Okay? And you can see these are your eraser tops. Well, your waistline is going to be here, and your belly button will usually be about right here. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll be your feet, and then your shape, right? So whatever body shape you pick, right? If you draw your legs here, this is just a straight forward facing position, right? Okay. You can see your belly button here. Okay. So that we know where we're at. This might be the top of your body. This might be the head, right? And then we did the thing earlier with the shoulders, because you know all different cartoons or different people are going to be shaped differently. So you just want to kind of play around with it and make up different shapes of body. So whether you use a bean or whether you use a pillow or whether you just use a straight line, because a person is a stick. You want to. I think the best way I'm starting to see is that too. That whatever you're drawing, you definitely want to have an association connected to it. You know what I mean? So if you're going here and you're going here and you're going here, you might not want to connect it all the way to the body yet, right? You might want to just, you know what I mean? So let's just say the person is shaped like a. Here, let's find some random shapes here. So let's go with random, let's say shapes. Okay. So okay. So these are like some random shapes right here, right? So we could, let me download that, open it up. Okay, so let's just say we got somebody that's shaped like that, right? So what is that shape kind of telling us, right? And then you can see here, this might be somebody that's hunched over, right? Well, what are they doing? You don't have to necessarily connect to the body yet. You can just find where your legs are going to go, right? And then look, you got this. And let's say he's got and the arms can really be done the same way. I mean, you could just do this. And let's just say they have a cane in their hand and maybe they're pointing that way, right? So we can see that this is going to be the back of the body right here. And you see how we kind of connected it together, right? So whatever kind of body we want. So I'm seeing here, and I'm going to put don't connect. Think about the body like connect the dots, right? Don't connect until final. Don't connect legs until final. So that, like here, so you see here there's no definite, but once I get here, well, now I can put my circles here and I can see his butt relationship to the hips and everything. You get what I'm saying? So that seems like an easy way to do it. Let's pick another shape and just make some bodies out of it, right? So we got this shape right here, right? Maybe we'll come over here and we'll do this, right? And what is this person doing here? Maybe in this cartoon, maybe he's did. Maybe it's, you know what I mean, a head like this, you know what I mean, and maybe the legs are kind of back here. All right, so this would be like how it would connect it. Maybe he's making like muscles or something, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about a superhero kind of flying up, right? Something like that. You know what I mean? Something where he's doing like this right here. Right? I don't know. That's the energy of that shape to me. You know what I mean? Like that. Or, you know, maybe we can, if you want to keep it simple, again, just figure out what are my legs doing? Is it another leg back here? Is he ice skating perhaps? Maybe. Right? Right. And then here, what is this leg? What is this arm doing? Right. What is that one doing? Right. Maybe he has a leg of it, so maybe he looks like he's ice skating. Right. Right. All right. I'm gonna make this smaller because I'm just going through pages of my book so fast. Okay, this is fun right here now. Okay. What about this shape right here? This shape looks pretty easy to make a body out of, right? So we can make that even into a head shape. And then we can have a guy where his head and his body are kind of shaped the same, right? You see? Here, ear shape, right? Maybe he's got some glasses and a smile, right? And I don't know, what's he doing? Maybe in this picture, we want to keep it simple. He's teaching a class, right? Oh, sorry. He's teaching the class and we don't have to connect him yet, remember. Maybe he's just doing like this right here, right? He's got a few pieces of hair. And he's teaching the art of caricature, right? So that's his body shape. We connected it with some legs. And then we just kind of connect the legs around like we want. All right? Maybe he's got a shirt on or whatever, right? So, you know what's crazy? The arms and legs kind of are going to work the same way. Okay? So, whenever, you know how we do, so let's draw a shape right now. Let's draw a random shape. So here goes, let's say we're drawing this long, skinny torso and these wide hips. So this is a female shape. Okay? So let's just say we get down here. We don't know exactly what we want things to be doing yet, right? So we got to keep, obviously, because this is insinuating that she's facing forward. Generally, when you have shapes that are facing sideways, you're going to have more curvature to show like a butt. You know what I mean? Like something like this. You know what I mean? When your cartoon moves sideways, it's going to have this butt shape here, right? So it looks more natural for you to be with your butt showing, right? When you're walking or when you're at a side profile, but when you're at a front profile, you wouldn't want to show that because that wouldn't make sense. You know what I mean? So Obviously, if you're in a back profile, right, this is your butt right here. So now you're showing the curves and you're showing your shoulders, right? But then you can see the legs coming out like this. You see? And then we know that what's happening here is this. So we know this is like the middle of her body. So this might be like the head, right? I don't know. She might have some pretty long, big shoulders there, but let me make them smaller. Okay, right. And then you can see here, maybe she has on heels. Maybe these are her arms. And the arms work the same way. Maybe she has a purse, right? You see what I'm saying? So you gotta start. Hey, what's going on, Cartoon Mark? So you gotta kind of just remember what rules apply, based off of which way the body is facing. But for a simple caricature, if somebody's asking me to do hey, I'm just gonna do something like this, like that, and I'm looking at the basic body shape. Okay, so this might be, let's just say she's kind of tall, kind of wide hips, and he's kind of big, broad. He's got these big, broad shoulders, and he's got smaller hips because he's a guy, right? You see what I'm saying? So now, what am I doing here? I'm saying, okay, well, they're probably standing up straight. So let's just say I'll go like this and like that, and maybe I want to make him kind of lean in toward her, right? And then maybe her arms are going underneath his and touching over here, and maybe her other arm is like here, and maybe his other arm is here, and then this part's coming around. You see? So I got a quick little, and this is the bottom of it, right? Maybe you got shoes here. Maybe this guy's doing that, and maybe his other leg is like this because he's kind of like showing off for the camera. So he's got his other arm over here, and then he's going like this, and he's waving for the camera, right? So you see how this is how I do my themes very, quickly like this. And then once you think of it like that, you're going to have a lot easier of a time in drawing your picture. Now trying to do it like this without the skeleton is going to be kind of hard, which is when I used to draw my caricature. I would try to like put everything in, like, you know what I mean, like kind of do the outside of the picture without thinking of the framework first. So a lot of times it would make my bodies come across really like kind of jacked up, you know what I mean? So anyway, we'll go ahead and do some more of these. Let me back up here so you guys can see my phone and my paper at the same time. Okay, so we'll put these here. Is this learning you something here today? Okay, let's go here. Let's see here. What about this? And the cool thing about this, watch, we can do all kinds of, watch this, like this shape right here. Okay. So what is this? What is this? I don't know what this guy might be doing, but let's do this here. Right? I don't know. And then now, being that it has curves in it, I don't know what I could do with that. It has a lot of curves in it, but it would be somebody with a really jacked up spine, right? I know that, right? And then maybe we want to give him maybe here, right? Check this out. This is like the bottom of a foot, right? And this is like the foreshortening thing. This is the bottom of the foot because he's holding his foot out. And maybe on this one, this foot is way back here. You know what I mean? So we're trying to get the balance, right? And maybe we're trying to, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he's balancing. I don't know, on something. I think I could have made that foot a little bit more, like a little bit bigger. It's the bottom of the foot. So his leg would be more like up here. Make it big, because that was the shape of the body. So this might be the bottom of his foot. Maybe you can see a little bit of the side of the shoe right there. Right? So this person might be balancing. Right. Hey, thank you, Cherish. I appreciate your tip today. Thank you. All right, let me see here. What about this guy? We got this is a muscle bound guy, right? So if he's muscle bound, all we're doing now is making his shape bigger and fatter, right? And we're putting the muscles and connecting them, right? And then look, here he got some little legs. He missed leg day at the gym, right? And then we just go like this. Right? And you see how you can connect things together, and it's really easy when you think of your pictures that way. Okay, so these arms, which is something that I didn't remember, the arms and legs can be approached in the same way with this method. So again, if you have your body shape, whatever that body shape may be, your arms are simply arrows telling you, and then a stick telling you which way to go from the arrow, and then whatever your hands are doing, and then you connect them. Your arms are the same, your legs are the same thing. They're two arrows, right, that are generally going to be the same length in proportion to the stick at the bottom, and you're just connecting them. So now you have all this information, right, to be able to draw pictures. Now remember that your legs, wherever your legs are at the top, they're going to do like this, which is going to form the basis of your belly button, right? So you get it? Okay. All right. So with that being said, I think we can go into some pictures. I want to do a couple of caricatures today, right? So we're gonna draw some faces, and then from there we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Oh, we're gonna do some word of the day. Forgot that. Yeah, do our word of the day. Yeah, he's kind of mad, right? Yeah, isn't it better than trying to learn all these muscles of the body, right? Are you serious? Who does that? Nobody cares. You know, you go, oh, that kind of art is really for comic book artists, and no disrespect to the comic book artists. I mean, those guys put in a lot of work, you know, but we're drawing cartoons of people, so we don't need all that. We just need to understand basic gesture, you know, like over here, like you look at this right here, we can tell, see how that's a basic gesture. So we look at our arrows with that picture. All right, we're saying somebody is really curvy, right? This is what we're saying when we draw this shape right here. She's really curvy, right? With a great big nalga is what they call it in Spanish, right? So all we're doing here, which way are our legs going? This way and that way. Which way is our arms going? That way, and one arm's coming down here and going this way. You see what I'm saying? That's really the size of it. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. And you can see again how it looks like how when you turn to the side, right? Or if you're having problems getting you can, you know what I'm saying? You come over here and you can draw your bathing suit, right? And then you got your bathing suit, leg going here, leg going here. Right? Okay, arm, 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 arm. Long, slender fingers, right? You see? Little neck, head shape, right? And you got a pretty convincing female shape, right? Hey, what's going on, Puss in Boots? What we got here today? We got a lot of people here today. Let me see how many people. We're gonna do some faces real quick, guys. We got about 6 people, 7 people, 6 people. Okay. So let me see here. Let's pick a face out real quick, and then we'll do a face, and then maybe we'll put a body with that face, and we'll do it like twice, and then we'll get out of here, guys. I know you guys got other stuff to do to be looking at me all day. Okay, pics for caricatures. All right, let's hey, there we go. We got a picture right there. Look, you might know who that is, right? Let's draw that picture right there. She looks like you know who? What? She looks like my mother-in-law. She kind of reminds me of her a little bit. Maybe it's the eyes or something. I don't know. All right. So let's say we want to draw her. This is a simple picture to draw. Figure out which way she's facing. That's the first thing we gotta do. So we're gonna draw this little box here. Right? This is the side. This is the front, right? And then we'll draw some little guitar picks in here. That's what I call them, guitar picks. Because what it does, it gives you that space for the nose there, if you can see that, right? All right, and then you got your little shape here, this little teardrop shape that comes off the mouth, okay? So now we're going to do here is we're going to put her eyes, her brows in here, right? And I'm going to make her look right at the camera here, like that. And we're just going to make her eyes nice and, all right. Then she has this her eyes coming down to here, and then this one is kind of coming up here a little bit. So she has that kind of coyish look, right? Like that, right? Y'all see that real good? Make sure y'all can see. Okay. And then we got our nose shape here. So you can see her nose shape is going right in between here. So we got like this shape going like this is really just kind of going between those two little shapes there. And then she has like a shape doing like this, and she kind of has like kind of flat lip shapes, and then she has like a little bit of a little chin here. Her jaw, her face is very square. So I'm gonna just kind of come down here and then just kind of make it like a kind of I want to be kind of squarish here. You know what I mean? Like that. And then we got a little bit of hair over here, but we'll put an ear shape here. Right? And then we'll just keep some simple earrings. We don't got to put the ones in the picture. We're not worried about that. Okay? And then from here, we're just going ahead and we want to figure out, okay, well, what kind of hair shape is this she has, right? She's going to come back in here. And let's go ahead and add that in there. So she had the cheekbones. I didn't put them in there like I wanted to. Not too hard on that curve, right? And then we're just going to come out here and we'll start adding these shapes out here, right? Then we got this shape here coming across the top. And we got like a little, let's keep it like a cartoon, right? We don't want to get too realistic on this thing, right? So it's going here behind the ear. So that's kind of how we want to keep ours. And then we want to just put the shapes of the hair in there. Right? Right. And it's coming around here. Okay, then we got our body. So again, let's assume, let's just do something real quick. Her body's like this and she has a, right? So we're giving her a big head and a little body, right? See how I made the little body? Now, what I'm doing here, remember, is I'm adding these shapes here. What is she doing? Right? Okay. We keep everything general, right? And then we just act like, we put a little curve here on the front. Because we can see this is the center line of the body, right? And her neck's coming down in here. So this might be her hair, right? And let's just kind of thicken up the eyebrows a little bit. And add some more eyelashes. Right? Okay. Right. Okay. All right. And then from there, we just kind of get our, I got a black pencil here. I can do a black pen. Oh my gosh, no, I can't. Let me see. I'm just going to do this quickly. Yes?
I'm playing toys.
All right, I'm going to come play toys in a little bit, okay, son? As soon as I'm done, I'll play toys with you. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
You go play.
We'll play toys.
You go play Batman's cards game.
Batman cars? Okay.
Batman's cards game.
Batman cars it is, bud.
Batman's cards game.
Okay. I got you. Hey. No.
Hey.
Don't pull that, Ethan.
Wait.
It's the story of my life. Don't stop. Don't do that. Right? So this will be my a picture of Selma Hayek, right? You see? Oh, excuse me one sec, guys. Ethan? No, son. No. It's not a toy.
Wait. I'm gonna put this one.
No, that's not a toy.
Wait. I'm gonna put this
We'll
one
go
over
play.
here.
No. We'll go play in just a minute. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that, guys. It's hashtag dad life, right? Never know what to expect, right? And then I'm just, do something like this here. Okay. Actually, this line right here is kind of out of order, isn't it? It would have to go like this logically. I think, right? Yeah. Anyway, so we can see here, right? We just color this in. I'm just doing something quick, right? So you see how we put it all together, and we did it relatively quickly, right? I could have made more of a flatter forehead on her too, but more of an angled, flat forehead. But I still feel like it came out pretty decent. Right. So real quick, like, right. All right. So we got time for one more, guys, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and get into my word of the day. Okay. All right. So let's see who else we got here. Let's pick another picture. Somebody we can really have fun with. Let's see here. We're gonna really do some cartooning on this one here. Let me see. I don't know. His face looks fun. He looks like he's pretty happy, right? All right. So when we understand these rules, then okay, you very minimally have to use your pencil. Every now and then you may have to use it to do a little, a little something or whatever. I'm gonna use a regular sheet of white paper for this one, because sometimes these markers here kind of bleed on these. So I'm gonna do this right here. Okay. So again, once I have this shape here on my paper, all right, then I can decide, okay, well, which way do I want my box to go? So let's say I want to do this here. Okay. Well, then if my face is going kind of like this, I can do this here and make this the bottom. So you see now we have a little bit of the bottom of the box and a little bit of the side of the box, right? And so in that particular scenario, what I would be thinking, I wonder if that's to be true though. If this is gonna be the bottom of the box, then would I naturally draw the features here? I wonder if that's true. Let me see. So if I do this and I draw the features here, right? And then I use this as my teardrop, right? Then I think, let me see, how would that, okay, so then I would just do this, I guess, right? All right. Absolutely true. Good thinking, Rouser. That means everything here would have to be shortened. Right? In order to make my cartoon effective. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, check it out. What is my body doing? Well, we want to pick a shape that's going to insinuate what's going on. So let's say we want to do something like where he's basically smelling the roses, right? So now what's happening here? Well, his shoulders are up, right? And maybe his now his arms are up here. And then we don't want to make them too big. Right? Just like that. We can make him like that. This way he doesn't look too diesel. So I'll just kind of, since I already kind of incorporated shoulders in there, remember we're not supposed to try to connect until we know what it is we want to do. I get it. So now I see it. So now it'll be like this. All right, so here we go. So here will be our shirt, and then his shoulders, and his shirt coming down, and then this is the arm coming down. So I'm gonna do like this here, and so now I can add because he's not going to be really a muscular guy. Now, where I did mess up was this box. We're literally supposed to be feeding into here like this. And then this part would be the upper part, and then there would be a line. There would be a little bit of thing here for the chin, but that box should have fed into, like he's trying to almost swallow that box, right? And then maybe he's got, oh, look. Even though I already kind of messed it up right here, not be able to do that, but maybe if he had some really long arms, I could go here and then have my arm going here. So now what's happening here is I want to do this, right? Find the base of my hand, and once I find the base of my hand, my fingers will go here, all right? And maybe this would be like a flower here. So we got that. We got the base of the hand here. And then because it would be the pointer finger. So really, that's not right. Okay, it'll be the pointer finger here. And then this will be like a box for the hand, and this will come around like that, right, like this, and then that'll be the hand. So it'll do something like this. And then his little flower. All right. So you what number locomotive is he? Okay. So, and then we just come back and take out our lines right of our body. So you want to start by picking a shape that's going to, when you draw your body, pick a shape that's going to gesture what your person is doing. You know what I mean? So with this guy right here, right, you can see I gave him one where his shoulders were kind of up, and he's like, he just seemed like he was enjoying something or smelling something, right? That's what it seemed like to me with this picture here. So I incorporated that into the picture, right? To give it a little bit of, you know what I mean? So it looks like he's so happy. Right. Right. And we'll put some birds. All right, so we're done, guys, for today. We did quite a bit of drawing today. My drawings got a little bit more organized as we we went through it, right? Little old man t-shirt right there. And you know, old men, they always have checkers on their shirt. Old men do not wear superheroes or cartoons on their shirt. If you have checkers on your shirt, you're old. There. All right. So, I hope you guys were able to get some good information today. I'm sorry I'm not Proco, right? Where you guys are, they give you all these special effects in their videos, right? You think I need more special effects in my videos, guys? What do you think? I need more? More special effects, right? I like that picture. I like the way it came out. Okay. All right. So it is. Let me see how many people we got here right now. Let me look and see what we got. It's supposed to tell me right here, but it didn't tell me. Let me see. Oh, we got like 13 people. Maybe I might want to stream a little bit longer. I don't know. Hey, also, guys, if you feel like you're benefiting from the information I'm sharing with you today, man, tips would be awesome. If you are learning something today, if you just got here, today we went over a few things, right? We started out with, we talked about the body, right? And we talked about how to draw the legs, right? And then once we learned how to draw the legs, right? Then we discovered, well, how do we connect the legs to the actual body? And then, so once we did that, we took some shapes themselves, right? And we took those shapes and then we made little cartoons out of them. Now, the type of cartoon drawing that I'm doing today is cartoons that you would see in a cartoon, a caricature. This is not, if you are, even this, the basis of this, I believe, can help a comic book artist too as well. Because I think that sometimes when you, with the body, you can become overly analytical with how to approach drawing the body, and then you get lost in the sauce, which is, you can see what happened when we first started off. Okay, yeah, those look good, but you know what these legs lack? They lack any real life. Versus, you know what I mean? If you look at these legs, let's go over here, and we can go back and do some more. I don't care. Why not? If you look at these legs, right? I can sit here and again draw legs all day. Just take a circle and a circle and a circle another circle, another circle, another circle, another circle, another circle, another circle, right? Okay? And I can just draw these arrows, arrow, sticks, arrow, stick, foot, foot, uh, arrow, arrow, stick, stick, foot, foot. This might be his butt right here, right? Okay? This might be, maybe he wants to kick this guy. Arrow, arrow, stick, stick. Kicking this guy over here. This is why he's flying up in the air like that, right? And then again over here, then you would you connect your leg like you want it to connect to a circle in space, right? Over here, what can we make him do? We can go tell you what, we can do arrow, arrow, right? And then we can do, look, Karate Kid, right? Okay. This is Karate Kid, right? All right. Now let me see. Then we got, let me see. We have, what else can we do with this? Oh, wait. We can go arrow. We can go arrow, arrow, and then put a W and stick, stick. And look, now we have somebody that might be flying downwards, right? You see? Shoulders here, head, right? He's falling from a building. I don't know. Right? No big deal. All right. So this is how quick you can make caricatures. All right. Then what else do we have? And you get the point, right? I'm thinking you get the point. Okay. Right. And based off of whatever your perspective is, this guy could be laying down on the ground getting a tan. All right. Here's a little beach thing, right? You see? Here's his towel. All right. Here's his shorts. And I don't know. All right. Whatever. Here's the beach back there. Some water. Right. So if you learn how to do this and you see things in perspective, then with this simple perspective, then you can draw anything. And the crazy thing is that not only does the legs work like this, but the arms work the same way. So if you're here and you draw this circle, let's consider this, or in most cases it'll be like a sternum, which you'll see a shape like this, right? When you see that shape, right, or whatever shape you want to use, but I'm just going to use a simple sternum. Then you have, what do you have? You have your arrows, shape, hands, and circle, arrow, neck, head. You see? Small sternum, right? Arrow, hand, stick, stick, head, shoulder, right? Neck, I don't know why somebody would be doing that, but they're doing it, right? So it's kind of like running back there, right? Okay. He's like, oh no, right? So you got a guy doing this. So you want to sit back and you want to do this as much as you can throughout the day. Just keep your little book that you can make your little bodies up, and you'll be surprised. You'll have a lot of fun doing it too. It's a really awesome exercise, and like I said, today I really learned a lot from this. And I definitely suggest that you take time to try this, because it's going to definitely change the way you make your cartoons and stuff up. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into our word of the day. All right, you guys are ready for the word of the day? Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready for the word of the day. Okay, man. I'm gonna have to take this video and cut it up in a piece. It'll be uploaded to YouTube here shortly after we finish. So if you want to watch this again, you certainly can. Right? It's going to be available. Okay, so let's do it. I'll be right back, guys. Give me just a second. All right, guys, welcome back to the live stream. And we're going to go into our word of the day today, okay? And you know what? I got something real good for you guys today. I got something good. After every stream, I share the word of the day. And the word of the day is this. Let me show you. Okay? It is not something for me to think about. So my practice time is not me per se teaching you how I draw. It's teaching you how I learn. Okay? So I'm not teaching you how to draw. I'm sharing with you the process that I go through in order to learn. Now, earlier, Cherish said she likes the way, I believe, if I could go back and look at her comment, but it was something along the lines of the simplicity and liking that it is showing by the way that I go through this book. I had all these different like drawings, right, that I worked on, right, little just different little things throughout my sketchbook, how I've countlessly drawing hands and countlessly drawing heads and constantly drawing these little bodies. And I sit around and I'm looking. I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a way for my mind to understand it. So therefore, you'll notice my teaching style is to always look for something that I can associate with in order to be able to understand it. So I will oftentimes break down things into something like the other day, if you guys remember, I don't know if y'all were how many of you guys were at my last stream, but I did something with this is a piece of sausage, right? And then this is a piece of corn, and then this is a piece of chicken. And the reason that I did this is because this reminds me of a hand shape. If I take that and I simply add little thin sausages to the top, okay, then I start to develop a hand. So if I understand that, then I learn how to draw each one of these shapes in perspective. Oh, okay. Ooh, hold on a second, guys. What time is it at?
12.
Oh, really? Who is it? Hendrick. Oh, okay. Okay.
It'll be a few minutes late, but hurry up.
Okay. All right. So if I learn how to draw, I'm going to have to make this word of the day very quickly, guys, because I have a class at 12 and I forgot. God dog. Okay. So maybe I might need to do this when I finish. Would you? Okay. Let me do this. So real quickly, I'm just going to share it with you. If I learn how to draw these shapes in perspective, then I can draw them anyway. So if I'm looking at this side of the hand, I know there's corn here, and I know there's the end of a sausage or a sausage that looks like this on the side, right? So what is that telling me? That my pinky finger is attached here. Also on the other side, there's a piece of chicken somewhere around here. Okay, so that represents the palm of my hand. And then I have this coming off of this. And somewhere along the lines of this, along the lines of this sausage at the top, right, these fingers actually get longer and then they get shorter. So at the other side, I have a finger that's going to be shorter, right, if I wanted to do it in perspective, right? And maybe this corn has a little bit more of a bump to it. But you can understand what I'm seeing. Underneath here might be the other part of the hand. So no matter which way I turn this, as I condition my mind to see these shapes, I can draw them. So let me go ahead and read this word of the day real quick. And it says, minimize what troubles you. In other words, take what troubles you and break it down to something easy that you can understand. It says, there are countless concerns vying for your attention and competing for a spot on your list of worries. Okay? These seem to be ever expanding inventory of new threats, new shortages, new cutbacks, new health concerns, and the list goes on and on. Over much of the world around us, we have little or no control, and it's only natural to be concerned about the way things are going. Okay? We're going to be concerned about, let's just say, how to draw this. Okay? What's unnatural and unnecessary is to compound your sense of unease with complications of your own creation. So, what is it? What's the solution to that? It says, for one thing, the accumulation of material things encumbers us with the anxieties our ancestors never had. Every new thing we get is another new thing to care for, protect, and maintain. And it's another new thing to accessorize with even more new things. There's nothing wrong with having nice possessions, but you should be enjoying them and not stressing over them. Is there some big, beautiful bauble in your life that's become more of a burden than a blessing? Are you thinking of things in a way that you can't understand them? Are you making things bigger than what they really are? It says, is there something you need to cut loose for the sake of your sanity and your spirituality? Stop trying to learn all the bones of the hand, trying to learn the hand. Just reduce it to something that you can understand and then learn how to draw that, and then your drawing will come out better. Although our modern society wouldn't agree, simplicity is an admirable aspiration. It says, then there are the worries that we manufacture out of thin air. Many live under the crushing weights of things that don't even exist. They actually worry over what if? What if I lose my job? What if I get an illness? What if? What if? What if? Well, what if none of those things come to pass? Tomorrow isn't even here yet, and we could reduce our anxieties by 99% if we just worried one day at a time. Take some time to examine those anxious areas of your life and make up your mind to minimize your worries. Take a good long look at your potential list of anxieties. Figure out which things are not worth your worry, and pray for the power to let them go. So don't try to inflate your own ego and by learning all the bones of the hand, because that's not going to help you to be able to learn. It's just going to make you stressed out. In fact, if you guys will go over to the book of Matthew, I would like for you to read the chapter 10 or verse 10 through 11, chapter 13 verse 10 through 11 in Matthew. And it says, his disciples came to him. Why do you use parables when you speak to people? He replied, you are permitted to understand the secrets of heaven, but others are not. To those who listen to my teaching, more understanding will be given, and they will have an abundance of knowledge. But for those who are not listening, even what little understanding they have will be taken away. This is why I use parables. For they look, but they really don't see. They hear, but they really don't listen or understand. So what this means is that I use these simple things so that you can understand. Because I can give you science and all this other stuff and all this, show you how smart I am, but then you don't learn anything. So that's what our word of the day is today, guys, to minimize what troubles you. All right, guys, so I have to be getting out of here. I have a class at noon with a new student, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hey, guys, if you want a tip, thank you so much. I would really appreciate it. This is my full-time employment, so, if you want to, I'm going to put that information here again. And thank you again, guys, for attending the live stream. I hope I did or said something today to encourage you, not just in your artwork, but in how you live your life. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys next time.